So it's Scott Simmons of the ArtBeatRadioShow.com, and I'm at the art opening tonight, and it's a booming opening, and I'm with
Llyoyd Nicholson.
So how are you tonight, Llyoyd?
Great, I think.
So now we're looking at one of your pieces, and what kind of piece is it?
Okay, so this is a non-plexiglass piece, so it is it's on pressboard, which doesn't sound all that interesting, but I really like to work on very smooth surfaces, so I can build up the paint and let it do certain things that I can't do if the surface is like a canvas. So I like to work on very, very smooth surfaces. So this was or is a pressboard piece, and then I've coated it out with a primer, an oil primer, and sanded that down several times so I get it really smooth. And then the colors on here are all oil mixed with glaze, so I like to work with very, very thin layers of paint, and I build those up, and then in between those layers of the oil paint I've done layers of watercolor, so the browns and the golds are in a watercolor, and
so it kind of flows together because they're really thin.
Yeah, it's partly a removal, what's called a removal technique. So it's like a faux finishing technique. So you mix your paint with a glaze, you put it on, and then you remove it. So you're removing part of the paint, and that's just called removal. So it's just a process in the whole thing. But yeah. I like it quite a bit. I'm really happy with it. What I wanted to create was a kind of a portrait kind of piece, a human type piece, but do it in a way that made it look like marble. So yeah.
So it seems like it's a booming night down here tonight, though, at the opening, hey?
Yeah, we've had down here at the gallery, the Salt Spring Gallery of Fine Art, we have had some fantastic shows this year. Like, I think this is our 4th or 5th in-house show. The artists are all from the gallery here. And then I think we've had at least another three artists from outside who have rented the back room, and we've hosted a reception and stuff like that. So it's been a really good year for the gallery.
So is this the last big show of the year?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yes, yeah. The jewelry show we've done annually every year, and then Don and Lauren are having a show in the back room. And usually we try to bring in a few new pieces, but I didn't bring anything new in this time. But I've got some new stuff coming in.
And it's big, you were saying?
Yeah, most of my stuff is plexiglass. I work on
so smooth.
Yeah, again, it's the smooth surface, but it also it creates a translucency that I really like to go for. And the reason why I use plexiglass is because they're both polymers. So you've got an acrylic polymer going on a polymer, and the two bind actually even on a molecular level. If you were to look at it with an electron microscope, you'd see that the molecules actually after a while fuse. So the two mediums love each other, but they have to be applied in such a way that you'll get that bonding to happen. And the thing that's kind of neat about the plexiglass is that you end up with what I call, well, you don't always end up with this, but sometimes you'll end up with what I call a two-sided piece. And when that happens, then you can hang it, and you get
stained glass.
Yeah, it's not stained glass, because stained glass always looks good in a window when it's backlit, whereas this is something that you want to see both sides, because the wet side is really different than the painted side or the reverse side. It's like two pieces of art for the price of one. It's fantastic.
So do you have a website?
Yeah, my work is on my home site is a Fine Finish, so it's www.finefinish.ca.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We'll look it up and check out some of your art. Well, thank you very much, Llyoyd.
Thanks a lot.